Hi folks, since this is our official last day of class, I wanted to take this opportunity to do a quick wrap-up. I really appreciate all the good work that you've been putting into the class this semester, and I hope that you feel like you've gotten something back in exchange for all that effort. One of my goals every time I teach this class is not to ruin students' pleasures in Shakespeare's plays, and I hope I came close to that this time around. I know that the online approach isn't the best for this kind of class, and I suspect that you were often as frustrated as I was about how challenging it was to get a real conversation going. But you really did generate some excellent ideas and terrific insights, and I appreciate that very much. There are a lot of ideas that I hope you're taking away from our class. We've talked a lot about Shakespeare's career as a playwright, trying to get a sense of how his ideas and his craft developed over the years that he was working. I'm always fascinated by the fact that he returns to similar themes and problems again and again, but is always experimenting with how he talks about those ideas and how he presents them to us. A Midsummer Night's Dream gives us young lovers, an angry and controlling father, an exotic location where the problems can be resolved. Throughout The Tempest features those same elements, but in a radically different way. Shakespeare explores theatricality as both a metaphor and a descriptor of identity all through his plays. It would be hard to confuse Henry V and Othello, wouldn't it? I hope you'll also keep thinking about the questions Shakespeare has been raising about the ways in which social pressure shapes our thinking about love and sexuality or the roles that women play in our culture. Shakespeare consistently shows us women who are oppressed and marginalized, reminding us both that women had a very limited public role in his day, and that, frankly, it was hard to stage women's lives in an environment where only men were actors. But if the plays appear to accept that patriarchal attitude, they also, I think, work to elicit sympathy for those women whose voices are silenced and whose lives are cut short simply because they're women. It makes me wonder just what injustices and offenses I'm blindly accepting in my own life, even enabling, simply because I'm accepting the status quo. More than anything else, I hope you'll keep thinking about the sheer pleasure and excitement that the plays can offer, the way that each new generation can continue developing fresh ideas and new challenges. That's a hard idea to convey in an academic setting, and especially challenging for an online, asynchronous environment like this one. But you saw what a talented cast of amateurs and student actors can do with a play as complicated as King Lear. We've been talking about the ways our reactions to characters like Othello or Caliban differ from the reactions Shakespeare's original audience must have had. We've seen that dissonance, too, in our thoughts about Hermia's marriage to Lysander, or Hamlet's responses to the spirit of his father. I hope you'll keep thinking about Shakespeare's plays as places where you can go to find interesting questions to wrestle with, fascinating characters to love or hate, and ideas about who we are, what we care about, how our worlds fit together. I also hope that you'll stay in touch with me. I want to keep hearing about your studies and your ideas and to offer any help or support that I can along the way. Again, thanks for working so hard this semester. Have a very happy holiday.